Hey there my peeps, Grammy T from Grammy T Knows. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to extend your background. Say if you have an image that you decided you want to use and it's just too tight. You don't have any room on the left or the right, and you can't even put the person in the thirds so that you can create a touch point. Well, I'm going to show you how to resolve that issue in less than 5 minutes. I'm going to give you this quick tip that will take you a long way. Let's get into this. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is make sure that your layer is highlighted by clicking on it. Then you're going to come over to the crop tool, choose it, and then first you want to make sure that delete crop pixels is unchecked and content aware is checked. Then you're going to come right here and extend a little bit. You're going to do a little bit at a time, and I'll show you why at the end of this. You just hang on, I'll help you to understand why you want to make sure you don't do it all at one time. Then you just come right here and click on the check mark. Okay, and you see it has extended so far, and you see it looks like a continuous, like you shot it this way. You can extend it out as long as you want. You just don't want to do it all at one time. And like I said, I'll explain that to you a little bit later if you'll hang on with me. So then you click the check mark, and you see it's still a continuous image. And then, as you can see on this side, on the left side, it's cropped real tight. So you can do the same thing over here. Just click on the image with your crop tool and then extend it a little bit. This you don't need to go out as far because you want to keep your image in the thirds. So then you just come up here and click on the check mark once again. Okay, and you see that's still a nice clean image, and there you have it. You have enough room to type any verbiage you want to put here for your for any of your touch points. And so, as I told you earlier, that I was going to show you something that you want to be aware of, because sometimes we're in a rush and we don't want to hit all the steps, and you figure, well, if I can extend it, I can just extend it all at one time. That's something you don't want to do, and I'm going to show you why. So we're going to do a Command Z for Mac and a Control Z if you're on a Windows. So Command Z again until you get it back to your beginning. So here I'm going to show you what happens if you just try to extend it all at one time. I'm just going to extend it out without doing it in increments. And then I'm going to come up here and click on the check mark. See? Do you see what happens? See all these artifacts and just ugliness. It's not as clean and crisp as your other background. So you want to make sure that you don't rush to do it. No matter how much time you think you don't have, go on and do the steps. Do it in small increments, because when you try to drag it all out at one time, it throws Photoshop off and it tries to catch up with you. So you don't want that to happen. And we're just going to do a Command Z or Control Z to get it back. And there you have it. You have just extended your background. Now there are other situations where you may have a more complex background, but don't worry about that. In future videos, I'm going to show you how to handle that as well. But right now, if you need to extend a background, any background, just try it. At least try these steps that I just showed you, and I promise you it'll make a big difference